Gather round, folks, for that cinematic spark, right here in Grand Forks, North Dakota, where the silver screen lights up the dark.
A wonderful night. It's spectacular evening entertainment.
So bring the whole family
For the main feature, your history of movie theaters in Grand Forks.
Welcome to a blockbuster journey through time. Grab your popcorn as we rewind the reels and explore the vibrant, changing world of movie theaters and drive-ins in the Grand Forks area from 1890 to 1959. Act 1, The Dawn of the Silver Screen, 1890 to 1919. November 1890, the grand era begins. The Metropolitan Theater officially opens its doors to eager audiences. November 10, 1910, cinema crosses state lines as the Grand Theater opens in Crookston, Minnesota. January 2, 1911, the new year kicks off with a bang as the Photoplay Theater opens. February 24, 1911, the Grand Theater makes a splash, either opening its doors or dropping its very first advertisement. January 16, 1912, scandal strikes. According to page 8 of the Herald, the owner of the Grand Theater is arrested in Minneapolis for diamond theft. Meanwhile, the town of Hope celebrates the opening of the Cozy Theater. January 24, 1914, royalty arrives as the Royal Theater opens. December 24, 1916, a Christmas Eve gift. The Real Theater opens in East Grand Forks, while Mayville welcomes the Bijou Theater. October 1917, Hillsborough gets a new entertainment hub with the opening of the Gem Theater. November 24, 1918, the Strand Theater officially puts itself on the map with its first advertisement. March 24, 1919, the Orpheum Theater opens its doors, followed quickly on November 10, 1919 by the debut of the new Grand Theater. Act 2, The Roaring Twenties and Rebranding, 1920 to 1929. March 27, 1921, East Grand Forks welcomes the States Theater. Early 1920s, over in Crookston, Minnesota, the Lyric Theater opens its doors. 1922, a year of major shakeups. The Photoplay shortens its name to the Photo Theater. Down in Hope, the Bijou Theater closes on July 31st, only to reopen on December 21st as the Cozy Theater. Sadly, the Apola and the Bijou, Hope, both close permanently this year. 1924, the Real Theater in East Grand Forks fades to black and closes. 1925, Larimore gets in on the action with the opening of the Grand Theater. 1926, or before small town cinema is booming. The Star in Findlay, the Buxton in Buxton, the Opera House in Hatton, and the Opera House in Reynolds are all officially open. 1927, out with the old, in with the new. The new Grand Theater drops new to become simply the Grand, while the Metropolitan Theater stops running ads entirely. 1928, Hatton's Opera House gets a fresh identity, becoming the new theater. Late 1920s, fertile Minnesota welcomes the Highland Theater, while Crookston bids farewell to the Lyric. 1929, Hatton strikes again as the Dakota Theater opens. Act 3, Marquees shift through the 30s, 1930 to 1939. June 18, 1930, the Grand gets a massive makeover and reopens as the glamorous Paramount Theater. Meanwhile, Mayville's Bijou becomes the Delchar, and the Strand closes for good. March 1931, Publix Theaters closes the Orpheum, but it doesn't stay dark long. It reopens on November 25, 1931 as the Dakota Theater. Over in Reynolds, the Opera House rebrands as the Reynolds Theater. July 20, 1932, the Forks Theater officially opens. Early 1930s. Openings, the Liberty, Fertile, Minnesota, and the Grand, McIntosh, Minnesota. Closings, the Royal, Crookston, Minnesota, the Star, Erskine, Minnesota, and the Highland, Fertile, Minnesota. 1934, the Star Theatre in Finley transforms into the Grand Theatre. 1935, another name change for Finley as the Grand becomes the Roxy. Down in Hope, the Cozy Theatre closes its doors on October 26. April 18, 1936, Hope gets its entertainment back when the Hope Theatre opens. 1937, Winger Hall in Winger, Minnesota starts rolling the film reels. 1938, a wave of updates hits the region. The Grand at Larimore cements its legacy as the Grand Theatre. Finley's Roxy becomes the Finley Theatre. And the Buxton Theatre is renamed the Roxy. Late 1930s. Openings, the Erskine and the Roxy, both in Erskine, Minnesota, the Fox, Fertile, Minnesota, the Gully, Minnesota, and the Cozy, McIntosh, Minnesota. Closings, the Star, Erskine, Minnesota, and the Liberty, Fertile, Minnesota. Act 4, the 40s and the Drive-In Craze, 1940 to 1959. 1940, Hatton's Dakota Theater gets a patriotic upgrade, becoming the State Theater.
Tickets, please. Have your stubs ready.
I can't wait to see this motion picture.
October 1941, Hillsborough's Gem Theater is rechristened the Trail Theater. Early 1940s, the Gopher, Crookston, and the Gilby, Minnesota, open up, while the Royal, Crookston, and the Grand, McIntosh, lock their doors. October 18, 1949, Sharon celebrates the opening of the Sharon Theater, while Buxton's Roxy shifts names to the Buxtonia. Late 1940s, a few lights go out as the Erskine, the Gilby, and Winger Hall all close. June 10, 1950, the Dakota Theater shows off a stunning fresh look with a grand reopening after renovations. July 29, 1950, the outdoor movie era arrives. The Starlight Drive-In Theater opens to the public, while the States Theater in East Grand Forks closes down. 1951, Foston, Minnesota celebrates the arrival of the Les Den Theater. Early 1950s, outdoor cinema expands with the Midway Drive-In opening in Foston, Minnesota. Meanwhile, the Buxtonia, Buxton, and the Gully, Minnesota, close. 1954, Portland joins the movie map as the Roxy Theater opens. January 1955, an empire is born. The Paramount Theater rebrands as the Empire Theater. 1956, Foston's Les Den Theater changes its name to the Liberty Theater. December 15, 1957, the Hope Theater in Hope officially closes. 1959, outdoor movies hit Hatton with the opening of the Star Night Drive-In. Late 1950s, the decade closes with a wave of final curtains. The Finley, Sharon, Reynolds, Roxy, Erskine, Fox, Fertile, and Cozy, McIntosh, all close down. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical deep dives.